Yes, my G's, how you guys doing? So I've discovered a new way to create a Reese in Serum using one of the FM modes, and basically sounds a bit like that, right? And so what I recently found out that you can do is you can use the FM mode here. So I'm FMing a wavetable from B, the Monster 6, into oscillator A. But when you normally put on the FM, it's on FMB. There's some modes down here where you can change the way the FM works. And the one that it starts out at, the through 0, has a very different sound. Kind of just sounds like a bit more static, you know? When I switched it over here down to the exponential setting, it put in this like natural detuning, which was really cool. So that was like perfect setup for like making a Reese, you know? Now you have to get the level kind of right as well. Obviously between your FMs. But when you can get the level right, you know, having that version on here, the exponential version, whereas compared to the classic through 0, has a much nicer effect, you know? And up until this point, I haven't really toyed around with those with those different versions of the FM until just now, really. And even the linear mode, this one, it seems to go very, very out of pitch almost, you know? Or very, very dissonant. So there's something that could probably be done with that on a different patch. But for this kind of idea for a NeuroFunk Reese, using the exponential mode was just great. Because, again, it just put in that natural detuning, and I haven't even detuned the oscillators. You know, normally you would, detune 2 saw waves or something, but it's giving you that same Reese effect just directly through that setting. So I really, really like that. So for the rest of the sound, I basically have the oscillator B. It's actually turned off, but it's the Monster 6. The asymmetric is sort of down here, about 5% plus. And it just goes in through the FM, as I mentioned. I put a little bit of movement on the FM, just a tiny bit, so it kind of actually, the detuning sort of speeds up when you go a bit higher up on the dial here. So I put a bit of movement so that the patch kind of like speeds up very, very slowly here and slows down again. So it's a bit more random, you know, but it's that the main kind of speed is roughly the same. It just kind of changes a little bit, you know. Then I put some tube on here just to boost boost this sort of oscillator a bit with a bit of drive. And then I ran all of that through filter 1, which is just a PN, like a little peak filter, a little sort of dip around 470, and driving up the filter here. And then, that goes through over into the effects section, and just a few effects. I've done a little bit of the bode, which adds, a lot of stereo harmonics, taking the shift and the range to the left a little bit and blurring it a little bit, creating this kind of, stereo frequency shifted sort of side harmonics, you know. Bit of dimension as well. This is just adding a bit more stereo, and the rectify is really important here. The sound is very different without it. Obviously, I've still got that great detuning that happened from the FM in the exponential mode here. You can hear it again here. Hear the difference without the rectifier. Switching it back on. Reese NeuroFunk magic, you know? But back to the rectify. I love this one for the high end. It's actually doing a lot of the mid-range as well. Sort of 367 hertz and above is all being driven. 31% and about 86% on the mix. Then we've got a bit of convolution, just a digital gated 19%, and then another little peak filter around 250 hertz. And again, it's just mixed in halfway, and that's basically the reese. It already sounds really good in my opinion. Around there, you know. So there you have it. That's the FOMO reese. I'm basically just sort of trying to find out little tips and tricks and hacks for Serum, and trying to use like little things that I learn as the sort of basis for a new sound. So when I learned that that you have these different FM modes, you don't have it in the other settings. So in the phase distortion, in the AM and the ring mod, you don't have those like extra modes down there, you know. It's only actually on the FM where it had these sort of extra options here, you know. And so it's quite interesting because I haven't really played those before. But yeah, it seems that exponential one, it adds this natural detuning, which is perfect for NEUROFUNK REESEs. So try it out in your next patch, see what you come up with, and thank you very much for watching, my G's. Leave us a like as well if you don't mind. Leave a comment down below if this helped you out, if you tried it out on a patch and got something cool out of it. Would love to know. And yeah, thanks for all your subscriptions as well. And thanks for checking out the links in my video description for my preset packs for Serum, Phase Plant, Vital and Current, for my one-on-one production lessons, for my mixing and mastering services, and also, of course, for my Patreon. Thank you to everyone who supports me on there. All right, that's it from me today. More from me very soon. Much love.